Good morning, traders. Michael Sabo here with MF Global here on Tuesday morning, October 25th, bringing you some opening commentary here in the energy markets. A lot going on right now. Let's first do a recap here. Yesterday's activity. We'll talk about December crude oil here first. Take a look here at the chart here. Big day yesterday. Breakout there to the upside. Short squeeze going on. Check out 5-minute, 10-minute chart. You can kind of see the activity. No real pullbacks here. The market started moving higher. Small consolidation, break higher. Small consolidation, break higher. Not much in the way of trading opportunity here unless you're on the long side of that market. For you guys trying to sell into this rally yesterday, real tough day there. Market moving through several different resistance levels. If we take a look at the chart here, the market really held up on the 9-day moving average there, and we continued to firm here. Once the market really started to break out here above the about the 89, 80-ish area here, really started getting a lift here. Then we also managed to power through here about that 91 area. So far today, market has been firmer as well. Got a firm close there yesterday here. Let me just talk about that here for a minute. That close yesterday, we got up around 93.11, so a real firm close. Then what we saw here is on the overnight activity, again, firmer tone here with the market moving higher. Continued to push up through here. The market moved all the way up here to a high of 94.65. So a lot of strength in that market. But I got to tell you here, I think it's more of short squeeze going on. I'm not convinced that this rally is going to be able to continue with this type of momentum. Outside markets were, a bit firmer a tone here as well yesterday, and a little bit here into this morning. A lot of it's hinging on the hope and the idea of this EU summit. And this morning there's been reports of it. At first it was that meeting was being canceled, then coming back on and saying no, that it's just never completely confirmed. So a lot of uncertainty there. I think, this could be a classic case of buy the rumor, sell the fact. Shorts, like I said, getting squeezed there out of the market. As many of you know, long term, I am a bull on this market. But in the short term, I got to tell you, I think this market is way overbought right now. Looking at a lot of different technical indicators, and call me, we can go into more detail on that, or shoot me an email. But I think this market is a bit overpriced. You look at the supply situation. Yes, our crude stockpiles here in the U.S. are running about 8% below year-ago levels. But I got to tell you, I don't think that this big price run-up that we've seen this fast is necessarily warranted. So traders, be cautious. If you have some ideas on how to take advantage of that, always feel free to call me. WTI Brent spread there traded below $18. As many of you know, I mentioned that particular opportunity there here when this thing was widening up around the $25 area. You look at it again here today, with WTI a little bit firmer here this morning. Brent is actually down about 93 cents. We're trading around 110.50. Looking at the complex here, the RBOB much weaker, trading around 261.20. We're down around 583, so a lot of weakness there. The heat off a bit as well, around 304.93, down 49 ticks there, of almost a half a cent. So pretty interesting. As we see the entire complex there basically weaker here, the WTI coming up. So look for some opportunities there, I think, on the short side, but be cautious there on the intraday. You're talking about the nat gas here. We're trading around 385.80 here. We're up about 6.5 cents here. I think you've got classic, base building going on there, as we've seen this market kind of building a strong base there. Industrial demand there seems to be, decent, but obviously, as we know, production levels there have been, we've seen the injections just continuing to build here week after week here. Tune in tomorrow here. I'll give you a glimpse there of the API, of the DOE numbers that'll be coming out here. We'll have API coming out here later today here, for the energy, for the crude oil. So, you can call me here later in the afternoon. I'll be more than happy to go over those numbers with you. The number to the trade desk, 1-800-798-7671. And as always, remember that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, and the risk of loss does exist in futures trading.